What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool contract news update video, because it looks like Liverpool's final contract offer, which Liverpool tabled during this international break, has failed, as Trent Alexander-Arnold decided that he's off to Real Madrid. And apparently he said that no matter what kind of offer Liverpool make, his mind is already made up and he won't change his mind even if Liverpool increase their offer. It looks like he's off to Real Madrid, so I thought it's fitting to don my black Liverpool shirt, which I got from the Liverpool official club store like many years ago. And Liverpool will finally have to accept defeat in their quest to keep Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is a boyhood Liverpool player and right now he's a Liverpool legend. But let me know in the comments below, will you consider him a Liverpool legend if he goes to Real Madrid on a free transfer as well? He's worth at least 80 million pounds, maybe even 100 million pounds. So Liverpool are losing out on a huge amount of money losing him on a free transfer. But I think, and I had this theory for quite a few years, that Trent Alexander-Arnold wanted to do this. Why would you sign only a 4-year contract when you are 21 years old, unless you want to run down your contract and see what's out there and get a big signing on bonus? And his brother, who is his agent, many Liverpool fans are angry at him as well. Sorry, now Trent is 26, so he probably signed that 4-year contract when he was 22 years old. But if you want to stay at Liverpool for life, which he said many times that he is not thinking about going to Madrid previously until he runs down his contract, he always said he wants to captain Liverpool, he wants to stay at Liverpool all his career, all his life, because he's a boyhood Liverpool fan. His whole family supports Liverpool, but it looks like he changed his mind. And even though Trent Alexander-Arnold said that he doesn't want these contract talks to be played out in public, it's very much being played out in public by the Madrid-based media, and Trent Alexander-Arnold is very silent on the matter, which means that he's just fueling the speculation. And when Trent Alexander-Arnold moves back to Liverpool after his football career, he will not be universally liked. There will be a lot of Liverpool fans who will resent him for leaving Liverpool on a free transfer. That's what stings, that's what hurts the most. If Trent Alexander-Arnold had a 2 or 3 year contract left and Liverpool got 80 million for him, I don't think a lot of people would be that angry at Trent Alexander-Arnold. But it looks like now he has agreed to quit Liverpool and move to Real Madrid, because the reports in Spain claimed that this is 99% done behind the scenes, and Liverpool had refused to give up on Trent Alexander-Arnold, but the Marca newspaper has reported that FSG, the Liverpool owners, forwarded their last final contract offer to Trent Alexander-Arnold and his representatives, and it looks like he rejected it. His heart now is set on Real Madrid, and nothing will change his mind on signing for Real Madrid. That's what hurts the most. Nothing will change your mind. I mean, Liverpool are now pretty close to Real Madrid when it comes to the chance of winning big trophies. Liverpool arguably have a better season so far than Real Madrid. Yes, if Real Madrid win the Champions League again or win La Liga title, then they will have almost as successful a season as Liverpool. But right now Liverpool had a better season so far than Real Madrid. We are top of the Premier League by so many points. Real Madrid are not guaranteed to win the Spanish league title. At the moment Barcelona are top. And this could be an end of an era transfer announcement coming for Liverpool, because if Trent Alexander leaves, that will definitely be the end of an era at Liverpool. It looks like the reason Trent Alexander hasn't made his decision public yet is because he wants Liverpool's Premier League title to be confirmed, and after that, and only after that, he wants to reveal his final decision. But many people, including myself, were already resigned to the fact that Trent Alexander is leaving on a free transfer, and that's what hurts the most, that it's a leaving as a free agent. Even though he said he wants to play all his life at Liverpool, he wants to see out all his career at Liverpool. He said this many times. Former Liverpool defender Steven Warnock, who I don't really like that much, he revealed that he does fear for Liverpool once Trent Alexander leaves. And in this video we will also take a look at how Liverpool could replace Trent Alexander-Arnold's output on the football pitch. The loss to Newcastle was a bit of a look into what life might be like without Trent Alexander-Arnold if he is to leave this summer. That's not accurate because Liverpool didn't have a fit right back. And Liverpool will have 2 right backs next season, even if Trent leaves, because we will sign a right back to replace Trent. But Conor Bradley was injured as well. Kwanzaa won't play right back next season. So this is that Newcastle loss is not a look into what life will be like without Trent Alexander-Arnold. In big games like that, you need someone who is able to find a killer pass or calm the game down and take the pressure off with their ability on the ball. Trent is capable of doing those things. He has these defensive vulnerabilities, but he gives the team so much on the ball and going forward. In the end, I thought Newcastle were the better team on the day, and they were just at the races more than Liverpool were. The way they set up was impressive. They had the better of Liverpool from the off. If Anderson could go back, I think he would have made changes a bit earlier. It's not just down to that game. If you look at the PSG game and the Southampton game, he should have freshened things up a bit more and made more changes. Liverpool played against Real Madrid this season without Trent and beat them, so it shows they can cope without him. They coped with losing players like Luis Suarez and Steven Gerrard. They can cope without Trent. It's about making sure you replace these players with quality. And that's where FSG come in. We need to find the right kind of replacement, and we need to spend big on the whole squad rebuild in the summer. Michael Owen said, does he want to stay at Liverpool? He has been there, seen it, done it, won everything, got the t-shirt. He could retire at the club and be an all-time legend. And he will be an all-time legend. I mean, he's contributed so much to Liverpool. He has come through the ranks. Nobody can doubt his loyalty or anything else like that. And he could play out his days, and he's still in a successful team. Liverpool are still absolutely one of the best teams in Europe, going to go on to win the league as well this season. It's not a bad choice. My choice when I was in that situation, Liverpool weren't quite as good as the current Liverpool team. We weren't quite as dominant, but it is a similar thing. The other alternative is he can be sitting there thinking, I've done everything, I've achieved absolutely everything at my boyhood club. Who can deny me a chance to go and play for one of the biggest teams in the world, a new experience, new country, new language, new weather, new food, new everything? And what a team Real Madrid is. I can't argue with that. But if you are a Liverpool fan, your pinnacle is playing for Liverpool. But maybe Trent thinks, I've already won everything at Liverpool. It's time for something new. And I don't begrudge him that. What I have a problem with is, why are you leaving on a free transfer? And why are you staying silent all season if you want to leave? That's what really upsets me. And those things combined will tarnish and ruin Trent Alexander-Arnold's legacy and reputation. According to a fresh update from Spanish outlet Defensa Central, there is a third and very high-profile outcome that was recently on the table, but only very briefly. Real Madrid's rivals Barcelona made a desperate attempt to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold on a free transfer, but Barcelona were met with a blunt response from Alexander-Arnold, and he made it crystal clear that his mind is already made up. He's going to Real Madrid, and it's probably because of the influence of Jude Bellingham, and he saw what a superstar Jude Bellingham became at Real Madrid. But Trent Alexander won't become that superstar at Real Madrid. And when he is lazy and not tracking back, the Real Madrid fans will eat him alive, and they will criticize him so much. The Madrid media, as soon as Trent has a bad game, will criticize him so much. He will regret leaving Liverpool one day. The report said that Real Madrid's work is already done. Trent Alexander knows what his salary will be, and he will have a long-term contract, everything. The signing is 99% done, and only a sudden change of direction from Alexander-Arnold can thwart it at this point, and that's not expected. And Sasha Tavolieri, who is working for Sky Sports Switzerland, he claimed that he will move to Real Madrid on July the 1st. He will sign a new 5-year deal, and he will earn a salary of 15 million euros at Real Madrid, 4 million euros more than his current Liverpool deal. And Liverpool have repeated attempts to reopen negotiations, but Trent Alexander-Arnold's mind was already made up. And that's now a done deal, he says. An agreement in principle was reached in recent weeks, and despite Liverpool's repeated attempts to try and reopen negotiations, the hope of extending his contract has faded. Nothing will be able to change Trent's mind. Trent will therefore be joining Europe's most successful club, Real Madrid. It's confirmed, according to Sasha Tavolieri. And Sam Maguire, a very reliable and knowledgeable Liverpool page journalist, looked at how Liverpool can replace Trent Alexander-Arnold. And we can't replace him with his output with one player, and his creativity can't be replaced by one player. So Liverpool can only replace Trent Alexander-Arnold in the aggregate. People have given Jeremy Frimpong their vote. This feels slightly reactive because he's not shown he can be a right back at the top level. He's more of a right wing back / right midfielder. There have been links to the Brazilian right back Wesley. The South American market wants 40 million euros for him, and he has no European experience. So it doesn't feel like a Liverpool move. It's a very risky. The right back market is a difficult one to shop in right now, especially when you're used to having someone like Trent Alexander-Arnold in your team. Everyone else feels underwhelming. Conor Bradley, of course, has a shot of succeeding him, but injuries are making this a difficult situation to assess. You can't really commit to someone if you don't know if they are going to be around much. Tino Livramento would cost a fortune. He's probably 5th on the list of Newcastle players who should make the move to Liverpool. And of course, the big question, are Liverpool going to pay 50 million for a right back? And this brings me back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's quite underrated, painfully so. Liverpool aren't going to be able to replace him. If he's leaving, Liverpool need to rip up everything and start again with how they build out from the back and how they look to create. Replacing what he brings to the team is not going to be cheap, but it is a necessity. Jarrell Kwanzaa, who was used at right back in the League Cup final, and he wasn't ever going to fill Trent Alexander-Arnold's shoes, but it did highlight that it's not as straightforward as people think. Kwanzaa only completed 75% of his passes. He failed to create a single chance, and his involvement seemed to nullify Mohamed Salah. He attempted six long passes and completed just one of them. If we look at the last time Bradley started the league game, it was the 2-2 game with Everton. He played 61 minutes. He completed 81% of his passes. He didn't create a single chance for Liverpool. He had a 20% success rate with long passes as well. Conor Bradley is not the answer to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold. This was a game where Salah didn't have a big impact. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been one of Liverpool's most important players going forward. He racked up 6 assists as the second highest for Liverpool behind Salah. He has carved out 51 chances and 14 big chances created for his teammates. Only Salah can beat these numbers. And his expected assists for the season is 6.7, just slightly behind Salah. But of course Trent has fewer minutes to his name. On a per 90 minutes basis, Trent Alexander-Arnold leads the way with 0.28 expected assists, which means that he almost creates one good chance every 3 games for his teammates. For added context, Bradley's expected assists per 90 minutes is just 0.06. That's 4.5 times worse than Trent Alexander-Arnold's chance creation. If you look at how he compares to those across the Premier League, Trent Alexander-Arnold ranks 6th for big chances created, joint 8th for chances created, 4th for expected assists, and 6th for expected assists per 90 minutes. So Trent Alexander-Arnold is still a creative maestro. And his expected assist this season is already higher than it was for the 2023-24 campaign. His expected assists per 90 minutes is on par with the 22-23 season. Trent Alexander-Arnold has always been one of Liverpool's best tacklers this term, with only Endo and Tsimikas winning more tackles than Trent. So losing him would be a huge blow, and I think we need to ready ourselves for that eventuality. We need to accept it would be a huge blow rather than look to diminish just how brilliant he is. And that's, I think, a great analysis of the situation. And of course, for Liverpool fans, there is a nagging sense if this could have been avoided. Why wasn't the contract agreed 18 months ago? Why weren't warning signs acted on? Conor Bradley has shown maturity and composure beyond his years. But if Liverpool want to keep challenging for trophies and titles, we definitely need a better right back signed than Conor Bradley. And Conor Bradley needs to learn his trade as a backup in the next two or 3 years. And if Trent goes, yes, he will leave as a Liverpool legend, but the focus must turn for Liverpool on what's next and how can Liverpool replace him. And Liverpool want a flying left back as well to replace Tsimikas, a centre forward, a striker to replace Nunez, and probably a Regis Tatarpa midfielder to complement their midfielders. So that's 3 very costly top tier signings already, which is not easy to pull off in one transfer window. But then if you have to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold's creativity and Salah's threat and output and creativity and Van Dijk's security at the back, then it becomes an almost impossible transfer window. So that's a huge test for Michael Edwards, for FSG, and for the Liverpool data analysis team. And I love Trent to bits. I wish he would stay. If you are a professional footballer and Real Madrid come knocking, you will also be considering, because it's Real Madrid, biggest club in the world. But the way that this contract negotiations has been dealt with, the way it has been played out in public, in front of the Real Madrid media, especially for Trent, who supposedly loves the club. All this speculation, he could have ended it, he could have said, this way or that way, I'm making my decision. And there is not a massive quality gap right now. You could argue Liverpool are having a better season than Real Madrid. Yes, in the next 5 years, Real Madrid might win more trophies, just because it's easier to win La Liga than to win the Premier League. And also they are geared towards winning the Champions League. They just have a black magic voodoo in that competition. But still, for this to be played out in public so much, Trent Alexander-Arnold's reputation and legacy has been tarnished. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.